Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Alrighty, you're probably looking at that title and thinking, cotton? What the hell's that supposed to mean? You telling me to go pick cotton? Or now you're just some kind of racist? But no, that's not what this game is about. It's about being successful, apparently. Okay, there we got ADX Florence, like that prison. They helped make this game. I don't know what that means. So yeah, Rainbow Cotton. It's the part of the Cotton series, and it's considered to be the worst one by far. You'll see why once the actual gameplay starts. However, it's gonna be a while before we get there. Because if certain YouTube comments are to be believed, there's a huge problem with people skipping over the cutscenes in this game. So we're gonna watch all the cutscenes in full, even if it's fucking 8 minutes long. Ooh, that is a shrill voice. So, I'll try to do funny voices for the characters, I guess, so we don't just have to sit here for 8 minutes watching something in a language we don't understand. Like that scene from the Star Wars Christmas special where they had the Wookiees yelling at each other for like 15 minutes without subtitles. Okay, here we go, funny voices. Well, personally, I thought the Star Wars Christmas special was pretty good. How could you say such a thing? Attention everyone. Later today, we're gonna have a live screening of the Star Wars Christmas special. I'm gonna put it up on the projector, and anyone who feels like they want to watch it can join in. And everyone's quite frightened at the prospect. The black evil creature is supposed to represent George Lucas in this instance, and he's terrorizing everybody with the Star Wars Christmas special. It's gone now. So George Lucas is watching us from the distance. That was him just now, looking through the windows. So, if you don't like the movie, I guess you can leave, but I mean, it's gonna be the only movie that we show tonight, so think about it. Oh no, I hate the Star Wars Christmas special. Me too, I prefer the Phantom Menace. My favorite character was Watto. But maybe Watto will... No, you don't understand. Watto wasn't a character by then. I gotta keep my voices straight for all these characters. I'm getting them mixed up. Look at me, I stole all the... How does this character work into our ongoing plot about the Star Wars Christmas special? That's the main character, so I better come up with something. Okay, so everybody's looking up at the projector. This movie sucks. Just give me 1 minute. Fuck me, this is hard. You see how that character's mouth was going over their hair? That is a sloppy animation error. Shame on you, Japanese anime artists from 1999. This was a terrible idea. You know what, fuck it, let's just skip the rest of the cutscene even though I said I was gonna watch it in full. No, we'll keep going. We can salvage this. What do we get? Okay, so they're setting up camp in the woods, I guess? No, that's not funny. Okay, they're gonna try and trap James Woods like in that episode of Family Guy with the big rabbit trap. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. And here he comes now. He's gonna descend down from the sky. Okay, so yeah, canonically in our story here, the main character is James Woods trying to get that piece of candy. And it worked. Now, how is he gonna star in terrible movies? We've got you now, James Woods. You could never terrorize the American movie viewing public again. Oh, shoot. Well, we certainly didn't anticipate that would happen. A giant James Woods was not on my bingo card. Who knew he had growth powers? This is fucking stupid. I like the face the character was making a couple seconds ago there. It looked like a Down syndrome, basically, with the extended bottom jaw. You guys are being mean to me. Okay, so, please don't hurt us, James Woods. We meant you no harm. We were just trying to stop you from being in a movie ever again. An understandable goal, if there ever was one. Well, when you put it that way, there he goes. What? Quiet down. The plan is working. Soon no one will ever have to watch James Woods again. But why are we putting so much effort in this? Ah, Jesus. This guy's just full of surprises. First dearie. So, there they go. Is this cutscene almost over? I think I might have actually given this the stupidest narration in the history of Let's Plays. Okay, second cutscene. Okay, I'm gonna drop the pretending the main character is James Woods act. There is no more comedy to be found from there. Stop squeezing me inappropriately. Look at what you're doing to me. This is an E-rated game. Put me down this instant. Don't do unspeakable things to me just because I'm the size of a Barbie doll. You could very easily do so, but please don't. And off they go yet again. Okay, now the actual game starts, I guess. I guess they'll just slap a rail shooter onto the end of that whack-ass cutscene. So yeah, this one's considered to be the worst game in the Carton series, due to the fact that, well, a couple of things. First of all, you can't really see where your bullets are going because of the way that your character's positioned. See, you're blocking your own bullets, and then the hit detection's kind of off. Where you'll be shooting at the guy, but he doesn't. He don't go away. And then the other thing is the targeting rectile, as it were. It automatically focuses you back to the center, and so you're constantly fighting against it when you try to aim. There's no option on the menu to adjust it, so you have to work with the Dreamcast's a janky control stick to constantly readjust, and it's very frustrating, to say the least. So yeah, the other Cotton games were good, but this one, not so much. Speaking of Cotton, did you ever see that episode of Time Squad where they went back in time to when the Eli Whitney, I want to say, invented the cotton gin, but instead of calling it that, he wanted to call it something silly. I think he wanted to call it like... Oh, no! That's really a tall order for me to expect you to remember something that happened in a cartoon that came out in 2001, and quite frankly wasn't even that funny to begin with. I don't know why I brought that up. So what else is going on out there in the cool gamers world? You see everybody hates that thing with Elon Musk dressing up as Luigi or whatever. Yeah, I can kinda understand that. Lots of gamer rage, and Elon Musk can't do that. That's our character. So if all you gamesters out there really want to get back at Elon Musk, here's what you gotta do. Instead of making a bunch of preachy 10-minute long commentary videos about how horrible SNL has instead come up with a silly name to call Elon Musk that's just slightly different from his real name. That's always an easy way to get people. Like on Eric Andre, how they had Hannibal Buress as the co-stars, and they started calling him Hannibal Burgers instead, and they cranked up the laugh track and pretended like it was the funniest ever, and hey look, it's Hannibal Burgers. And so yeah, we gotta call Elon Musk something slightly different. Call him Elon Money. That was the best I could come up with. No, Elon Money isn't insulting enough. Call him Elon Husk. There you go. 'Cause he's just a shell of comedy when he dresses up as Wario. I don't know, this bit's going nowhere. So yeah, this game looks like a lot of fun when you're just watching it, but when you play it, it's quite the opposite. It does not control well in the slightest. A terrible disappointment if there ever was one. I don't think they ever made any other cotton games besides this one. I guess this killed the franchise, which is unfortunate. I mean, that one Panorama Cotton on the Genesis was all revolutionary because it was in a pseudo 3D, which was quite rare back then, and everybody loved it. But I guess this series just went down with the ship, I guess, the ship being Sega consoles. That's a shame. You can't help but wonder what this would look like if they were to make a new one in the modern day. You think there'd be a big push to make it more inclusive to all types of people and have more diversity, and instead of a witch we could have like a sweaty 300-pound Mexican man named Manuel riding the broomstick, and I think the SJW crowd would cheer that on, and hooray, I feel so included now. I don't know, just the hilarious ideas that run through my head. So, did you guys hear about Pizza Tower? That indie game that's coming out eventually? That's gonna be real good. It's gonna be like a Wario Land of sorts, because John Q. Public has gotten so tired of waiting for a new Wario Land that people have just decided we'll just make one ourselves. And I guess we'll become our own Nintendo of sorts. Gosh, the level of frustration's gotten to be so bad that people are just trying to make their own video games out of desperation. Okay, what do we got here? It's an adorable anime creature of sort. Kawaii, or whatever they say. He was just eating that fucking candy with the wrapper still on it. You see that shit? See, and that's what happens to you if you try to eat food with the wrapper still on it. You grow to be 50 feet tall. Well, you're probably thinking, well, that actually sounds kind of badass. That's not good advice. I shouldn't encourage people to eat food with the wrapping still on. Children might watch this show. I can't teach them horrible lessons.